So the microbiota is the collection of microorganisms that live in or on an animal or plant or fungus. It's actually quite interesting. It's a brand new field, sort of popped up out of nowhere beginning about 12 years ago. And I would have to say that there are a few characteristics of people who are in the field. One is that they're young, and what that has to do with is being broadly trained. They're trained in the bioinformatics, in the mathematics that is associated with that, and they're trained in knowing and understanding the organisms with which they're working. And that in the earlier generation was very unusual. We were very much more focused on a very much smaller area of biology. And so you get this situation, you got a revolution going, you've got a very, very talented, very energetic and enthusiastic and fresh group of junior people who are budding leaders in this field, all at UH at one time. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. The other thing is that they're here, they came to Hawaii from all these great places because Hawaii is a great place to study this field. So what Hawaii can do is they can provide model systems of watersheds. It's the very first place to do this and the very best place to do this, because not only do you have the Waimea ahupua'a, but you have ahupua'a across the state of Hawaii that are highly impacted, the Waikiki one for instance, by human impact. And then you have ones that are very pristine. You have very, very, very long ones, like there's one that goes from the top of Mauna Kea down to the ocean. And then you have very, very abbreviated ones. What they're seeking to find is, we now know that microbiomes underlie the health of everything. And what are the microbiomes of a healthy watershed? And how do those change when the watershed becomes stressed? And we have some very severe water problems around the world. It's projected to be one of the most significant challenges to mankind. And so Hawaii has an amazing opportunity to contribute in ways that, in my mind, are really not possible anywhere else. As part of the C-MΑIKI efforts, there have been a set of funding opportunities that have presented themselves. So what happens is when you get private money, it's very common for the foundation to require that the university match in some way, showing that the university has a vested interest in the success of this particular program. And so in this case, the matching for the Keck Foundation has been the generous donation from the VCR's office. Michael Bruno's office had given the group a sizable seed grant for the study of the Waimea watershed. And they were able to use that to get some preliminary data and to formulate a very high quality grant that could go into the Keck Foundation. So once it got there, it was competitive against the dozens, if not hundreds, of grants that had come into Keck. And we were able to host the Keck Foundation out here. The group of the Keck Foundation went up to the Waimea watershed and we showed them what we were going to do, and they were excited enough about it that at the end of the day we were awarded the grant.